Hey guys, Rick and Duke, welcome to another episode of HOGG Words of Wisdom, coming to you live from one hacker way. That's right, from the big Meta headquarters. Why? Because that's what this episode's going to be about. It's entitled Instagram is Dead. Let me tell you all about it. But first, a couple quick notes. Law enforcement officers, if you are in the Panhandle area of Florida, February 6th or February 7th, we are offering free law enforcement red dot pistol training. All you got to do is show up. 400 rounds of 9mm. We'll provide the pistols, optics, and holsters. For more info, swing by warhog.com. Since you're there, you might as well sign up for the newsletter. Stay abreast of what's going on since it is the first of the month. We got the monthly skill builder exercise, the carbine speed magazine change. You can read the blog as far as that goes. Improve your skills 1% better every single day while using the firearms training notebook to have that good, solid plan. Since you're out surfing the interwebs, guys, do me a huge favor. Like, subscribe, leave us a rating, review, all that stuff. Don't forget, swing by kellydefense.com and the new ontherange.podcast.com. If you're looking for all things On the Range podcast, swag, the new blackout crew hats, episodes, it's all right there at ontherangepodcast.com. Become a member of the crew. It's free to join. Again, swing by the website. And oh, by the way, crew members, you'll have bonus content once this episode is done. So let's talk about this. Why am I saying Instagram is dead? Well, a couple reasons. If you look back a couple years ago, our Warhog Tactical page was deactivated by Instagram. So, of course, I take all the appropriate measures. You send the request in. All you do is get the standard bot reply of you violated terms of service. Okay. Well, if that's being said, Zuck comes on, was it last month or whatever, goes on the Rogan show, lies about being some great hunter, but says, oh, we're bringing, and he won't even say free speech, right? Free expression. It's all about the verbiage, guys, right? We're bringing back free expression. No, you're not. If you're in the military, law enforcement, veterans, firearm, knife space, whatever it may be, you are oppressed by the meta platforms. You sit there and go, Rick, it's just you. Nope. Dude, I can give you all kinds of accounts. Go check my buddy out, Jason, over at Hobo Forge. He gets slammed. All he does, he's a knife maker, gives guys survival tips, right? He's getting slammed all the time. I had another knife company from Australia, same boat, right? So again, guys, this is why I say Instagram's dead, right? When they deactivate your account, whatever DMs you had, like you can't go back and recover anything. So if you're using it as a business tool, okay, that's fine. I had an interesting conversation with another veteran at SHOT Show, and dude, he's got all his eggs in the Instagram basket. And I'm like, dude, that's going to sink your ship. You've got to get out. You've got to diversify. You've got to get a website. You've got to get a newsletter list. And I mean, here's the thing, guys, right? You can have all these followers you want on Instagram, and that's fine. Are they real? Are they bots? Are they fake? Are they whatever? But when you drive people to the website, when they sign up for your newsletter, and that's why we push you so much, when they're listening to you on the podcast, like is this one, to me, you've got a better connection with them. The 60 some odd, whatever it was, 1,000 people I had following me on Instagram, in the snap of a finger, boom, gone. All that work we put in, time, your most number one precious commodity, your time, and our ROI was zero. They pulled the rug out from underneath us. Done. As far as that marketing platform. We've tried X. People go, oh, yeah, Rick, go over to X, go over to Rumble, go over to all these other ones. That's great. But you got to figure out how they work, how to get the quote unquote algorithm, which is all AI derivative based, behind the scenes, how to get that stuff to work. So, yeah, we are on X. LinkedIn has actually been our best, if you want to say, social platform to get growth out of. And again, it's a business style account. But Instagram, dude, every time I turn around. So here's a prime example. I've had people tell me, and Mark being one of them, right? Mark of all people who should not unfollow warhog_calm. Dude, he unfollowed. It wasn't him. It was IG behind the scenes. And I get messages from people all the time. Hey, man, I was following you. Now I'm not. I refollowed you. Now I'm not. It's this constant battle. So how do you rig the win fight? And this is why I say Instagram's dead. Think about it. Meta is the number one platform for trafficking. Why is that? By their design. They control all the backsides. They can see all that stuff. So if you want to sit there and smash the firearms veteran, law enforcement, military, knife community, they can do that at the snap of a finger. But dude, they got no issues with all them porn bots and everything else freaking flopping out there. Not a one issue. Let that sink in. So again, if you're on there spending your time, and we pretty much just do a post, right? And I got to apologize to everyone out there. Whether it's the Warhog_calm, whether it's War Dog Duco, On the Range podcast, Project Officer Survival, dude, if I don't reply to your comment, I apologize, right? I just have a hard time. I'll put info out. I have a hard time going back to that platform. I have a lot of people mention us in the story. I don't do nearly half the work like I did before, because before I enjoyed it. I enjoyed sharing. Here's what we're doing. I enjoyed seeing growth. I enjoy getting more interaction, being able to help more people. There's a concept, Zuck. We are trying to help people. Our very mantra is be 1% better every single day. And you just cut the legs out from underneath us. What's that say about you, buddy? Let that one sink in. So to me, the ROI just isn't there for Instagram or even Facebook, right? Like we haven't been able to get Facebook to grow for nothing. Have I put the time in? You know, there's a time and place where everything transferred over easy, but we still weren't seeing any growth. And to be honest with you, anything meta related, dude, I kind of roll my nose. Now, I'm going to try an experiment. And I'm going to be hypocritical for this. And I'm going to tell you guys straight up because I'm all about, I believe in transparency. I told you guys I would not give Meta one dime iota, nothing, but I'm going to try something. I'm going to try an experiment. We're going to go try to do, and they won't verify us on the free side, even though we sent them all the documents. Again, you get the bot reply. Doesn't meet the criteria. Really? You wanted my articles of incorporation. There they are. I don't know what easier you need. A document from the state of North Carolina, and obviously that's not good for you. So we're going to try. We're going to try to pay them. Get that little blue check mark or whatever, and let's just see what happens. Let's just see if it doesn't make a change. So we had Project Officer Survival, one of our 4 pages we're running. It was in the green, right? No violations, no nothing. We put up a picture of one of my students trying to promote our free law enforcement firearm training via Project Officer Survival. One of my students drawn from the pistol or drawn from the holster and doing a 5-shot drill. Guys, when I tell you it was probably within 10 minutes, because that's probably about the time I went back, it was already that whole page. It wasn't just that post. Instagram said, this page cannot be shown to non-followers. Wow. Right? Wow. And then they play sneaky tricks behind the scenes, right? You tag people in posts that they're not getting tagged. I mean, it's so manipulated. It's pathetic. And that's why I say it's dead, at least for me. Now, if you're out there hooking and crooking and it's working for you, hey, great for you. And if you're in the firearms industry and you're having success, dude, tell me something in the comments below. Or if you're running on X and you're getting success there, tell me in the comments, man. What are you doing? Help a fellow veteran entrepreneur, small business firearms instructor out, because again, trying to figure out all this stuff. We've seen a little bit of growth, as far as, the YouTube side goes, but YouTube flips and flops all the time. We haven't seen squat on Rumble. So it's a very difficult time. Again, from the social media standpoint, we are using it as a marketing tool to get the word out of what Warhog Tactical is doing. what On the Range podcast is doing. It used to be, I used to tell stories about Duke. I haven't really posted anything about Duke because you know what? I don't feel like putting the effort in. I really don't. And then Duke's page is losing followers. Like we got minimal interaction I do with the page. Losing followers, losing followers, losing followers, right? Same thing. Meta's just flicking the switch, slowly clipping you at your knees. So I say all this, guys, to go, why are you on social media anyway? Zuck's got more lawsuits against him than you can shake a stick at. He targets kids. That's proven, right? If you don't believe me, sit there, just look at the numbers. Florida Attorney General tried to bring him in to go, hey, dude, we have to talk. We see your platform is the number one platform for trafficking. Think about it. It's all by design. He could fix it. You can deactivate Warhog Tactical. You can make sure my page isn't shown to non-followers. But dude, if you want to sit there and peddle kids, peddle your porn, that's not a problem. Fully support that. So I just ask you guys, what are you doing on there? To me, if I didn't have a business, I wouldn't even mess with it. It's not worth my time. To me, it just takes more energy than it does anything else. And the more people I talk to, same boat, man. Everyone's going sliding further and further and further away. We just want to be able to promote our businesses. Just tell potential customers, here's what we're doing, and let them make the determination what they want to do. If they want to buy our products, get our services, whatever the case may be. But it's absolutely ridiculous. And I look at some of these pages, right? You'll sit there with all these freaking millions of followers going, what are you doing? Some crazy TikTok dance, right? That's what's getting the drive? Or is it Zuck behind the scenes flicking the switches, which that's what I firmly believe. So I say all that to say I am not by any means endorsing you paying for the blue check mark. I'm telling you straight up, I am doing it as a science experiment. I'm going to try to put my money forward and just see. Why? Because I want to tell you, the viewer listener out there, what's he doing? So you can make a better educated choice. Because here's the thing, man. Right now we're sitting at 4 violations, at least for the Warhog_com. We've got the page itself. We've got a picture of a bloody Marine in Fallujah. We've got a reel about Green Berets and a picture of me running a military working dog in Afghanistan. I'm a violation. I'm a regulatory good. Marines are regulatory goods. Special forces are regulatory goods. Think about it. So they use this blanket of their terms of service as their disguise to let them do whatever they want. And again, I'm going to say this once again, I hate to see the federal government get involved in anything. However, there's got to be a check. I got no issues with X. I don't. Never had anything pop up. Never said I violated anything. Never done. And it's the same content going back and forth. The difference being, Elon's told you straight up, free speech. As long as it's not illegal, boom, you're good to go. He doesn't care. Zuck, on the other hand, he can't even say the word free speech, free expression, right? Dude, you are such a liar. Go watch the Joe Rogan freaking podcast. What a lying weasel. What lack of leadership. Yet he controls a lot of businesses' fates out there by what he allows or doesn't allow. So guys, your Warhog Words of Wisdom is this. Instagram is dead. I don't see it coming back unless Zuck gets out. I saw he try to bring Dana White on to the Meta board. Will Dana do anything? I don't know. Is Dana there just as a figurehead? Who knows? But for us, it's dead. And I would just caution you, how much time you spending on there? Is that the best return on investment for your number one most precious commodity, your time? Here at Warhog Tactical, it is not. We'll still occasionally put stuff out there. And we're going to test this science experiment and see what happens. But at the end of the day, guys, use your time wisely. Make sure you guys are training both your body, i.e. physical training, your firearms. You want that skill to protect yourself. Work your mind, get your finances straight, time with the family, faith, all that stuff. Be 1% better every single day. Patron standby will have additional content for you guys. But for the rest of you guys, make sure you guys train hard, stay safe, and we'll see you on the range.